Oh my God, Urban Meyer.
Yeah, we can look at a little Urban.
There's so much Urban Meyer shit going on right now. The amount of times I've been tagged in this, it's so funny too, because I would like to say I hated Urban Meyer for so long, because Urban Meyer was Ohio State's coach, and he would rail us. Yes, dude. Like, dude, me and TK used to sit in high school all the time and just talk about how much we hated Urban Meyer.
Yes.
TK had a spam Instagram account that was called "Fuck You, Urban Meyer."
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
It was literally his spam's like account name. Yeah. Or like, Urban sucks cock or something. Yeah. Something really stupid. Chat, let's run a poll. Let's run a poll. Yeah, to start this out. Is Urban getting fired? Is Urban getting fired? Wait, no. We need a time frame. I'm sure Urban will eventually get fired. Is Urban getting fired within 2 weeks? Is Urban Meyer getting fired within 2 weeks of us posting? Okay, it's Sunday, December 12th.
Yes.
Be an interesting Christmas. He will have a lot of time on his hands. He will have a lot of time to go to the bars if he gets fired.
He'll have a lot of time to
grind,
All right,
I just sent the poll in, I believe. Chase, let me know if you see that.
Yep.
Is Urban getting fired within 2 weeks? The poll should be up. Some people are saying no, he quits. Okay, well, if you quit because you're getting fired, you got fired. You can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually shocked. Within the first 1,000 votes, we are 53% no. I heard it's bad, dude. I heard it's bad.
So I haven't really looked into it at all. So I'm gonna. This will all be new for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And once we get into the article, we'll go in a little bit more into it. But all right, before I read this article, we are at 1,000 votes. Urban getting fired is at no. 52%, 48% believe yes. This is within 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now on MG Live, we'll basically have our answer if it's not sooner. And if Yuri gets fired, this guy said no, he's gonna screw the owner's wife and take over the team. Shelly would be on Twitter like, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
It's not Urban's fault that he took over the franchise. You all need Jesus. God. Urban to Detroit? Nah, I don't know. Well, he does have 2 wins as opposed to 1. I mean, if the Lions are one of the least talented rosters in the NFL, the Jaguars are up there. Are definitely bottom 3 with the Lions. Probably Lions, Texans, Jaguars, as far as like the least amount of talent that you have. So I don't know if you can really be that mad at Urban Meyer for a 2-10 start, but let's hop into this article because this is kind of crazy, dude. Dude got grilled, and he's been getting grilled. All right, so tension boiling over between Coach Urban Meyer and Jaguars players and the staff amid a 2-10 start. Months of tension surrounding Jaguars coach Urban Meyer has boiled over with multiple run-ins with players and other coaches in recent weeks, sources say, renewing questions in league circles about whether Meyer's stay in Jacksonville could end after just one tumultuous season. This shit is crazy. Like, actually. In the past 2 weeks alone, sources say that receiver Marvin Jones, let's hope this isn't a Keemstar source, and this shit is fucking useless. But receiver Marvin Jones, one of the locker room's most respected and mild-mannered veterans, became so angry with Meyer's public and private criticism of the receiver group that he left the facility until other staff members convinced him to come back and had a heated argument with Meyer during practice. Keep in mind, this is the same Marvin Jones that was on the Lions, okay? So you can't just say Marvin Jones is a diva and he wants to win. Marvin Jones had a lot of years of not fucking winning with the Detroit Lions, and he's still having this argument with Urban. So I think that argument's kind of thrown out the window. Next up is during a staff meeting, Meyer delivered a biting message that he's a winner and his assistant coaches are losers. Ooh. According to several people informed of the contents of the meeting, challenging each coach individually to explain when they've ever won and forcing them to defend their resumes.
Wow. Urban is a fucking savage.
I see. That's what I'm gonna say too. A lot of people were looking at this and they were really pissed off about it. This kind of gives me Nick Saban vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Not to mention, Urban Meyer is a fucking winner. He was a winner at Ohio State. I don't know if you can say he's a winner in Jacksonville.
Right.
Clearly, you can't say he's a winner in Jacksonville. But I don't know. I mean, if someone told me that Nick Saban did this, people would probably be applauding him. You know, they'd be like, "Yeah, Nick Saban, like Alabama. That's what I'm talking about." But you know, if you're on the Jaguars and you're 2-10, I don't know if you're really allowed to say that. Mm-hmm. So I think this is taken out of context a little bit, obviously, but we'll never know what actually happened. And then contrary to his public statements that it was injury related, Meyer ordered Robinson's benching after an opening drive fumble in last week's 37-7 road loss to the Rams, then had running backs coach Bernie Parmalee stop Robinson from re-entering the game, insisting that Carlos Hyde, who played for Urban Meyer at Ohio State, should stay in. Only after Lawrence questioned Meyer on the sideline about Robinson's absence that Robinson was allowed to return late in the second quarter. Lawrence said, "Bottom line is James is one of our best players. He's got to be on the field," and we addressed it. I don't know. This one is difficult for me to get behind. At least as far as the outrage goes. I think the first and the second you can see a lot, but at the end of the day, if a head coach you've got an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. It's kind of the head coach's job to call things like this. I think people are mainly mad because they have James Robinson in fantasy. They don't have Carlos Hyde in fantasy.
That is so true.
Straight up, the most I've heard about this, because unless you're like, even if you're a Jaguars fan, you probably want to lose games at this point to get a better draft pick. I think the only reason this is outrage is because people are like gambling on DraftKings or playing fantasy football. Chat, how many of you started James Robinson and were pissed about this? Just for reference, there's no reason to bench Robinson though. I guess I agree. I mean, if you see your starting running back opening drive fumble as a head coach, you might be frustrated and you might. I mean, let's put it this way, right? The Bengals punt return man, Darius Phillips, who just muffed the first punt of this Bengals 49ers game. He came out for the next punt. A lot of head coaches might have benched him after that. Might have just said, no, get somebody else in there. This guy doesn't have it. What do you know? He muffs the second punt. So I'm not saying that's what was going through Urban Meyer's head in this scenario. I just don't necessarily disagree with a head coach benching a running back for fumbling. That's pretty common in the NFL. So I don't know. Maybe
or he's like their main running back though.
He is their starting running back. Carlos Hyde is a very good running back too. He's more of a veteran. James Robinson, the young, undrafted free agent who was incredible last year. Yeah, very, very good.
So like, who would you compare it to as like someone else getting benched like on another team? Like, would it be like someone benching fucking Derrick Henry? I know Derrick Henry's like top of the tier, but he is their starter.
That's a really good question.
So say Derrick Henry fumbles once and he gets benched. Like, how would that be?
That would never happen. If that shit happened, Vrabel would be on the black tar heroin if that shit happened. He'd be smoking that, I don't even know, pack. He'd be smoking that marijuana pack. Josh Jacobs did the same thing. It's different when you have a good running back committee, is another good example. Like the Lions, like when DeAndre Swift and Jamal Adams were healthy, we were just kind of equally subbing them in and out. Right. That is not how the Jaguars operated last year, though. James Robinson was a workhorse. He was a freak last year. Bill Belichick benched Ramondre Stevenson for 3 weeks for fumbling. See, this is what I mean. It's like, it's similar to the second statement. Like if Bill Belichick does something like that, it's like discipline, Patriots football, you fumble. There's no excuses in the Patriots offense. But if you're the Jaguars and you're 2-10, and a lot of people start James Robinson in fantasy, no, I don't. I mean, it's not like James Robinson is a generational talent by any means. I mean, he went undrafted. Mm-hmm. He's a great running back, and clearly Trevor Lawrence believes in him. But Trevor Lawrence also threw three interceptions today, and I just had a stroke. But you get the idea. You feel like that's comparable with Henry since they're both crucial parts of their offense? I guess as far as usage goes, you might be right. How many picks has Lawrence thrown this year? Dude, so many. They're just really struggling. There's been staff turnover since Meyer arrived in January for a variety of reasons. Meyer's handpicked strength and conditioning coach resigned under pressure in February after renewed focus on the allegations of racial remarks that had led to Doyle's separation agreement at the University of Iowa. Wow, I didn't hear anything about that. In July, the NFL fined the Jaguars $200,000 and Meyer $100,000 for violating rules on organized team activities and Wait, Urban Meyer got fined $100,000 for going to the bar?
Is that what that is, you think?
Do you guys know what this is? In July. Oh, wait. No, that's July. Is that too early? Or no, that was when it happened, right?
I don't remember.
No. It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been July because it was after a game. It was after the game versus the Bengals.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. It says
they're talking
right
about
here. Yeah.
I wonder if any of this would be being brought up if Urban never got caught out in that video.
Right?
You know what I mean?
They're just on his head now at this point.
Yeah. After that video, I mean, he's going to be unbelievably under fire.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you guys say about Trevor Lawrence right now? Is Trevor Lawrence not the guy we thought he was, or is it just impossible to succeed in this offense? Is it impossible to succeed with this little talent? Because, I mean, I don't know what Mac Jones would be doing on the Jaguars. Mac Jones is doing a lot on the Patriots, who literally have one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. Lawrence about to get Trubisky'd and waste his career. That would be a bummer, although I don't think if you're Trevor Lawrence, you really care. If the Jacksonville Jaguars are willing to give you a, max contract, you take it. Mm-hmm. T-Law is mid. He could def be better in a different offense. Yeah. It always brings up the question of how system-oriented is the quarterback position. Huh? Sis Tom Brady? Huh? Sis Mac Jones? That doesn't work as well. Sis Tom Brady works really well. Put him on another team and he'd probably do better. He needs time to develop. Well, he can have time to develop on the Jaguars, I guess. He's not going anywhere for a while, at least. I don't know, though. It looked like a horrible situation for Joe Burrow last year, and Joe Burrow's playing great this year. So, I don't know. Maybe the Jaguars will just get good.
Get good, kid.
Dude, look at this poll. This poll is still sitting at 52%. That is crazy. Oh, it's 52% yes now. It has flipped. 52% of the voters believe that Urban is getting fired within 2 weeks. 48% believe no. Mac Jones has a very low ceiling. I guess be close to his ceiling. Trevor Lawrence, the sky's the limit. I like that. I like that take. Russell blew his knee and had time to recover. True. Well, yeah, that's it. I would be sad. I really hope someone else picks up Urban Meyer. I hope he does not go back to college football. There's way too much fucking Urban Meyer content to be going around.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Urban Meyer's face scan in Madden, by the way? It's atrocious. Pisses me off. I want the real Urban Meyer. All right. Well, that's it for Urban Meyer today, boys.